Hi guys, welcome to this short essential guide to Dr. Voodoo. Let's talk more afterwards, but let's have a quick game first. So let's find an opponent for Dr. Voodoo. Who can we take? This one here. He will be a challenge, bit of a challenge. So this is unblockable, spiked armor, Civil War. Black Panther. So there you go. As you can see, are converted into poison, and that is one of the key features of the good old Dr. So yeah, well, what can we say? There are different ways to play him, of course, and people sometimes find him a little bit confusing, that he either reduces the abilities of the enemy or increases the abilities of himself. So basically, this guide, or this series of guides, the idea is to try to make a very very distilled way to look at the champion, not a very detailed one like Seaton and Contest Champion and some of the other guys. They will make some more detailed guides, but I think there is a need for a more simple guide, not a more simple guide, but a guide that really just says, look, this is one way to play him. Do that from the beginning and you'll be fine, and then add your own spin to it later. You know, find your own favorite strategies and so on. But when we have a new champion, you know, often the beginning there are a lot of things to try to figure out how to best use him. So this is sort of my take on at least one way to use him in a kind of a simple way. So let's have a look at Dr. Voodoo. He has, with even combos, he increases one's own ability, increases the ability to put on the enemy, and it the ability to convert the lower or the lowers in poison, right? So that is important to consider how we will, what strategy to use with Dr. Voodoo. So basically what we want to do is, we want to, when the fight is early on from the beginning, we want, usually, you know, it depends what the opponent is. If it's an opponent where we really need to reduce the ability of the opponent, then we might, have uneven combos, and then put poison on him with our SP1. However, we will often not, SP1 will not poison all the buffs, including the lowers. It will not poison them if it's an uneven combo, right? Simply because our own ability goes down. Our own ability accuracy goes down if it's an uneven combo. So that's why, as you saw in this game that I just did against the Black Panther spiked armor, I used even combos, right? I used even combos, SP1, even combos, SP1. Of course, in a game like this, this is almost the tipping point of using an SP2 to reduce his power gain. I probably had the idea it was not a big issue in this particular fight, because he was not the most difficult one. But in a boss, in higher PI boss fights, what we might want to do is we want to first do an SP2 to reduce the power gain. And then the power gain is actually, that's one of Dr. Voodoo's best features, is that the effects of his SP2 and his SP1, the poison and the power reduction or the power steal, actually last quite a long time. So then we want if it's a big, more powerful boss, high PI boss, high health boss, then we might start off with some, we might, go all the way until we have 2 power bars and then do an SP2, right? Just to get the power steal going, or the power, get his power down. And then once we have that, we will start with the SP1 until we can see that the SP2 effect, the power drains, whichever we do, because that's also different depending on even or uneven combos. When that starts to wear off, we might, a good time before that, we might start working towards another SP2 to control his power, if he is strong enough, has enough health for such a long fight. So that's basically some basic things about using Doctor Strange. So let's just quickly do another fight. I know that there is a duel on right now, so let's just go and find him. I couldn't find him there, so I'll find him in here. What was it? I think it was MCWW. This one. And then it's the white Magneto. There we go. So now we're dueling him. And we can see that what we want to do basically in shorter fights, right? In shorter fights, there's usually no real need for the SP2. The SP2 hits harder, especially in my experience, the SP2 with uneven combos has an immediately harder hit. But so if you want to end, if it's to end the fight, then we can use that. But usually in shorter fights, I just go with the poison. And the most simple way to do that is to use a 5 combo, a 5 combo, and then an even combo, right? So just remember that 5-5-4 or 5-5-2, depending on, if you had to block a few times and you're very close to having an SP1, then you just want to go 5-5-2 perhaps. So it all depends on, you have to sort of control everything while you play. But just as a basic thing, just go 5-5-4, right? 5. I'll just see if we can show that here. So 5-5-4 is what we're going for, right? So that's 5, and then let's quickly do another 5. What the phone gets out? So there, that is what was not the plan. We did an uneven combo, right? So now we had to do another uneven to poison him better, to place more lowers, but the fight was too low, too short really to do that. Yeah, so, but I think that's the essence of it, right? Just do a 5-5 and then 4. That is the most basic way to play Dr. Voodoo as a, if you have him as a new champion. Just do 5-5-4. And then you'll poison the opponent. Of course, you have to consider whether the opponent can be poisoned at all, right? If you cannot, then stay totally away from SP1, there's no real need to use SP1. But let's not keep talking this into a big guide. The idea is to have these short guides. So guys, 10 minutes, that's a bit longer than I hoped for. Future in a nutshell guides will be, I'm aiming towards 5 minutes. Should not be any longer. So you just have a few sort of key moves and key strategy to use the champion, and then on from there. I think it should be possible to just work from there. Okay guys, that's all for now. See you later, and please remember to subscribe and like, so we can get a good crowd of people, and then maybe we can do some live streams. That would be cool. Okay guys, see you later. Bye.